Secondly, why are refugees coming from Syria?
I think I get that one. This is a difficult question to answer in 2 minutes. So I'm going to give you a very short version of what's a very complicated situation. Refugees are coming from Syria because the conditions there have degraded so badly that life's no longer livable there. So for instance, 22% of the entire population of Syria has now left Syria, which is a huge number of people. That's nearly 1 in every 4. Another 29%, or almost a third of people, have been displaced internally, so they don't live in the place which they normally live. 12% are dead or seriously injured, and another 23% requires serious assistance, like having food and water provided for them. So that's why they're leaving. They're leaving because it's a very complicated war that began, well, it predates the Arab Spring in 2011, but it was kicked off by that because in Syria, the government started to repress the demonstrators in 2011 very violently. So there's a lot of violence, people were killed, and in retaliation, a number of rebel groups formed to try to fight back against the government. What has since happened is, in addition to the rebels fighting against the government, you have a situation where ethnic and religious minorities are being repressed, tortured, kidnapped, and even killed under the guise of protection, when in fact it's generally extermination of minority groups. So it's a very complicated situation which has evolved now to the point where there's evidence that chemical weapons have been used against the people there, which is against international law. And there's evidence of mass executions that have taken place as well. The other thing that you don't hear about so much in the news is that on top of all of this war and all of this hatred of ethnic minorities and religious minorities in Syria, there's a serious drought, which is complicating things. So this drought has been going on for 5 years, and the people who made their livelihood off the land can no longer farm, even if there wasn't a war, because there's a serious drought there.